sure I can't get you something other than water?
No thanks. Just trying to catch up on what I missed.
Wait a minute. I am not taking another step until you tell me what's going on.
I thought you loved a good mystery.
I don't know. Dragging me to the bank in New York City is one thing, but if you are here to tell me that you're buying a townhouse in Manhattan or Queens or Brooklyn, you can forget it because I'm not moving.
Okay.
No, I'm not moving.
Why don't we just go in here and find out? Huh? Come on. Hey, Sam Morgan. Let's go see our future.
Hey, Simone, you know what? I'm going to have to put you on hold. Just one sec. Did you stop that? Oh, no, not you, Dolph. No, I'm so sorry. Not you. No, listen, we have to get into this, but can I call you back? Yes, I understand the clock is ticking, but I'll call you back real quick. Oh.
Simone? Hi, yeah, Nina can't talk right now. I'm going to have her get back to you, okay? Thanks so much.
What?
Who's Dolph? Also, when are you coming home?
As soon as I lock this issue, which would be a lot easier if I had an assistant answering the calls. Where is my assistant?
It was incredibly generous of you to make that donation.
But you don't approve.
Well, the better funded Morgan's Foundation is, the more kids it can help.
But you still think I should have given the ring back to Zach's family?
Look, it's not my call.
You're right. It's mine. And I couldn't give the ring back to the people that accused me of killing him. So I made a compromise. I sold it and gave the proceeds to a worthy cause. But it doesn't matter, because I'm never going to be able to convince people I'm innocent.
Well, actually, I've taken the steps to prove it for you.
Why don't you give me 15 minutes and I'll have one of my associates track down your assistant?
What are you going to do, microchip her? You know, companies are doing that now. Is that too much?
I was joking. I hope you're joking.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any time for jokes. I need to put this issue to bed.
I want to put you to bed.
You're not helping.
Well, I'd like to help you. Listen, what if I could offer you an opportunity more suited to your talents and your leadership skills?
I would like to hear about that.
Good. But first, a little fun.
Hi, Griffin. It's me, Anna. I just got back, and please, could you just check in with me? I want to find out how everything went with Ava. No matter how I feel about the woman, I do want to help. I know she's your friend.
Hired Curtis Ashford to give your case another look.
Why would you do that without consulting me?
Well, I wanted him to find evidence to exonerate you.
If the Grants find out someone's nosing around on my behalf, they're gonna grow suspicious.
Okay, well, let them. Look, once Curtis comes back with evidence of your innocence, they'll back off.
You're assuming Curtis can do that. The police couldn't.
Okay, maybe we just need some fresh eyes. Couldn't hurt, right?
You look a lot better than you did at the airport. Managed to forget about that very ill-advised wager at the roulette table.
I'd love to forget about it, but you keep reminding me. Speaking of which, why are we meeting again? I'd really like to be slipping off this jet lag.
This is the last time that we can be seen together. We cannot meet in public anymore once Cassandra arrives tomorrow.
Oh, so no more betting on my hotel room door? Oh, what am I going to do? Bet I guess I'll survive? Is that all?
You're very hostile when you're tired. Do you need a nap?
Yes. Listen, I just want this to be over with, Anna.
Well, that's why I wanted to see you. Because we're heading into the second part of this operation, and it's going to take the time that it takes. Don't rush, because you'll make mistakes. So you don't just take your time gaining Cassandra's trust. And the quicker that she trusts you, the sooner that she's going to confide in you.
Right. Because, criminals often tell about their illegal dealings to their doctors. I'm sorry, did that come off as too hostile?
Borderline. Yeah. Why don't you just get it out of your system? Then you can be all charming to Cassandra.
Once again, you're putting way too much faith in my abilities.
No, I'm not. She wouldn't be coming here if she didn't trust you. Honestly, I have every confidence that if you give her what she wants, she will return the favor.
Okay. And while I'm diagnosing her with this contrived medical condition, what exactly will you be doing?
I have to come at it from another angle.
And does this other angle have anything to do with Valentine Cassadine?
Okay, I'd hate to put the phone on night service, but it's the only way I can hear myself think. So what's this opportunity that you're talking about?
I am on the verge of a deal that could leverage you into becoming the next media magnate.
It sounds like a huge responsibility.
Huge responsibility, of course it is. So what?
So it wasn't long ago that I was an unemployed heiress with scandal and mental instability. I don't really think that Forbes is going to put me on the cover of the magazine with that kind of bio.
You know, there are always going to be people who underestimate you. Please don't be one of them. You are such an example to my daughter. You tell her she can be anything she wants to be. You say that every day. Don't you believe your own words?
Okay, well, when you put it that way, what do you have in mind?
How about if, besides calling the shots at Crimson, you're calling the shots at the parent company also?
What?
I'm about to buy Derek Wells Media. You want to be my co-CEO?
Diane. Diana's my future?
Cutting it a little close, aren't we?
Sorry, we're late. Diane's here to oversee a very complicated transaction.
Something we couldn't do in Port Charles?
The title documents for this particular transaction are held here.
And I want to make a trip out of it. So, everything good to go?
Stu,
All that's required are the signatures. I'll notarize them and you're all set.
sign on all the tabbed
Hey,
places.
wait a minute. Wait, what are you signing?
Just a few strokes of the pen, and Julian Jerome will cease to be the owner of Derek Wells Media.
You're buying a media company?
So, you've been out of the country. Deployed?
No, I'm not in the military.
Huh. Guess I read you wrong.
But you're right that I've been away for a while.
Well, welcome back. Are you in some kind of trouble?
Is it obvious?
Well, you deal with people, you pick stuff up. Plus, this is a fireman's bar. Cops don't usually show up without a good reason.
Which way to the restaurant?
It's in the back. So what can I get you guys?
We're looking for a guy.
Aren't we all? Okay, so what'd this guy do?
He stowed away on a boat. Entered the country illegally. Have you seen him around?
When is Julian interested in selling Derek Wells Media?
Well, he was looking for buyers even before his trial began, and I've been circling and honing my bid and waiting for the right moment.
You never said anything. You never showed an ounce of interest.
It's not a done deal until the ink is dry, and I have been looking at other opportunities, but I really like this one. I think it's a good fit for both of us. So what do you say? You want to jump on board, or do you want to stay behind your desk at Crimson taking orders from an uber-demanding boss?
Wait a second. I have complete creative autonomy over Crimson, and my boss is not demanding, nor is he overbearing. And of course, what am I saying? Yes, let's co-CEO the hell out of this.
Now remember, it's not mine yet. Dry ink, right?
Formalities. Who's going to outbid you?
I don't mind telling you, this was a hard-won negotiation. There was last-minute interest from another party who put in a very lucrative bid.
That's why I waited to tell you until it was a done deal.
And there's a caveat. Julian Jerome has major ties to organized crime, so do you.
Not anymore.
Well, don't expect the SEC to take your word for it. To the federal government, this is just going to look like one mobster is buying a shell company from another mobster. Major federal scrutiny. You're going to have your financials checked, and often.
Are you sure you're willing to take on that kind of scrutiny?
The feds can look into anything they want to. This is completely legitimate, nothing incriminating. We're good to go.
Okay, but buying a media company, I didn't know that was something that you were into.
Oh, I'm into you.
And I am into you, but really, Jason, Eric Wells Media?
Look, I know this is coming kind of out of nowhere, and it's like nothing we've ever done before, but this is me keeping my promise to you, breaking away from my old life, finding a new way, completely clean break, just like we talked about.
Okay, I'm gonna want that too.
Good. And I know that I did this on my own. I hope you don't hold that against me, because I don't intend to run this company without you.
What?
We need your signature too.
That's right. And I think it's done. We either do this as partners or we don't do it at all.
No, he hasn't been around here.
You sure? He's got blue eyes. Very distinctive.
Then I would have remembered him if I saw him, wouldn't I? And do you know what else I haven't seen? Your badges. Because if you two aren't cops, I got no reason to talk to you.
We'll pay generously for information.
Blue eyes. I'll call you if I see him.
Thanks.
Like I said, this is a fireman's bar. I prefer not to associate with cops.
Those two more cops.
It's close enough. Here.
I can't take your money.
It's their money. I didn't ask for it, and I don't want it.
Give it to somebody who needs it.
Honey, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but you look like you need it more than I do.
I'm fine. I have enough for bus fare.
Take it!
Actually, you should have this.
Michael, I really appreciate you trying to clear my name, but it kind of already is. You know, no one was charged since Zach's death.
What, you told me that you think that the questions about Zach's death are going to follow you forever. If Curtis comes through, that huge cloud hanging over your head's going to be gone.
I guess that would be a welcome change. Gotten used to being presumed guilty.
Well, get unused to it. Because Curtis is coming straight here from the airport. He's going to check in. Okay, so why don't you stay around? You hear what he has to say.
You know, I actually have stayed long enough, so I have to get back to work.
Okay, I'll let you know what he says.
Thanks.
Nothing to say?
It's just sinking.
About what?
Tomorrow, I have to speak with Father Corey.
Ah. Your superior.
Yes. It's more than that. Now, he was my mentor in my religious life, and I know how much he's gone to bat for me, so I need to tell him my decision tomorrow.
Have you made your decision?
No.
Of course not. No, please.
Okay, but we have to talk about this.
Okay. Fine, let's talk. But this is a part where you agonize and you say, this was all a big mistake and we should never speak of it again. Let me make things easier for you, Griffin. This was a mistake, and we should never speak of it again.
You want me to help you run Derek Wells Media?
Of course, we're partners in everything.
Wow, I mean, talk about the blind leading the blind. Are you sure about this?
I am absolutely not.
No.
But look, if it doesn't work out, we'll sell it, we'll find something else. And as long as our family's together and not looking over our shoulder, then we are ahead of the game. So come on. What do you say? Are you in?
What do you think? Like you
Yes.
said, we are partners in everything. Mm-hmm.
We should reserve a domain name, get a name together, and then I'll check it to see if it's not taken. All right, so what do you think? Valentina Media. Yep. Casa Reeves Enterprises. I like that. That's strong and sexy.
Strong and sexy, just like you do. We can reserve the domain name, but we don't have to.
Nina? Oh, I'm sorry. I was so worried. I saw the phones were on night service, and I thought something might have happened.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Huh. Something did happen. My assistant went MIA during a very important deadline.
Excuse me.
Okay, there are probably 50 voicemails. I need you to go through them and tell me which ones are important. Earth to Nell, and where is my sparkling water?
I'm sorry?
My sparkling water. What is going on with you? Get with the program. There are going to be a lot of changes here now, and we cannot afford to make any mistakes.
Right. I have to be perfect.
Oh, man, I'm hungry as a hostage.
Well, there you go, fresh off the grill.
Oh, good. I eat airport food.
Well, look, thank you for working so quickly. I'm really anxious to put this whole thing to rest. I told Nell that I hired you to help clear. So, tell me, what'd you turn up? Did you find enough evidence to exonerate right now?
Mr. Cassadine, Diane Miller calling, letting you know that you have been outbid for Derek Wells Media.
And how did you know I made a bid for that?
I'm paid to know. At any rate, it was a valiant effort, but the company is now off the table. So, better luck next time.
I want you to have it. It's supposed to be lucky.
Well, then shouldn't you keep it?
The luck already works for me.
How do you figure?
I picked this bar. I met you. You had no reason to cover for me, and you did.
Lucky, huh? I guess I could use a little of that.
I saw an exit in the kitchen. Is it okay if I use it?
Feel free.
Thanks again.
Safe trip, wherever you're headed.
Home. Hey, champagne and round for everybody.
Yeah, the best you've got. We're celebrating.
I'll admit that my initial interest in Cassandra was her association with Angie, but she has since become a priority all of her own. The WSB has determined that her latest very lucrative investment is synthetic opioids.
Drug trafficking.
Yes, of the worst kind. It was hugely profitable, as you probably know. Its the markup on synthetic opioids is astronomical. For every investment of 100,000, your return is in the millions, and the collateral damage is millions of people's lives are destroyed and lost. Whole communities are incapacitated. The more money Cassandra makes, the worse the people she sells to are suffering.
I know a little something about addiction. Suddenly this little spy game we're playing doesn't seem like such a game anymore.
No. I mean, when I think about her sitting in her little pied-à-terre, fretting over these imaginary ills while profiting from human misery, I can tell you that this is one takedown that I am kind of really looking forward to.
Just who will be taken down? And who will be doing the taking?
I thought we weren't going to tell Nell about the investigation. So what happened?
Well, after you left for Florida, I found out that Nell sold the engagement ring that Zach gave her, and she gave the money to my brother's foundation.
All right, well, that's incredibly generous or manipulative, depending on your point of view.
Yeah, look, I may have thought that it wasn't hers to sell, but I know her Her intentions were sincere.
And I'm guessing not everybody shares your opinion.
She was defensive. That's when I told her that I hired you to prove her innocence.
So how'd you take it?
Well, she was a little surprised. She actually thought it would do more harm than good.
Harm? Also?
Yeah, she thought that it might trigger the Grants to escalate their vendetta against her.
That's it?
Why, do you think there's some other reason why Nell wouldn't want you poking around?
Maybe there's something Nell don't want me to find out.
Okay, return the first 15 calls and then get back to me. What are you doing here?
Am I interrupting?
No, you know what you have to do, right?
Yes, I'll get right on those calls.
Okay. Millennials. She just needed a reminder as to what her priorities were, business versus personal. You know what I mean? But I shouldn't be so hard on her. She's actually a great worker. And don't try to poach her from me because I have very clear career path for Nell when we start Casa Reeves Enterprises. And I have to register that name. Why are you looking like this? What's happening? Is Charlotte okay?
No, she's fine. We can register the name, but we're not going to be able to use it anytime soon. My offer for Derek Wells Media was rejected. They've gone with another buyer. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow. That's sharp.
Yeah, sharp's a term.
Mm-hmm.
It's certainly something like that. Should have known something was wrong with this. Look at the dust on this bottle. There's vintage. And then there's vinegar. Why are we drinking champagne? Wouldn't you rather have a beer?
A beer, yeah, that sounds more like this.
It does, doesn't it?
Who do we think we are ordering champagne in a place like this?
I don't know. Maybe we think we're some big-time media moguls.
That's so crazy when you say it like that. I can't believe this is happening.
You don't regret it, do you?
No, not at all. I mean, I think it's a good, crazy. What about you?
Yeah, it's certainly a departure for us. And I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of challenges, but I'm ready for them.
Me too.
We don't answer to anybody except for ourselves.
Ourselves? I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I bet you do. Are you sure you're ready? Because our lives are about to undergo one hell of a change.
I'll drink to that.
Oh, boy. Cheers.
Cheers.
I wasn't expecting you until tomorrow.
Well, I moved up my departure. I was worried I might be too tired for our appointment, so I wanted to give myself time to recuperate from my flight. Air travel is so enervating, and the air in the cabin is so dreadful, even in first class.
Yes, it is. Oh, of course, it's all the same air, but I'm glad you made it here in one piece. That's good thinking.
Hi, we haven't officially met. I'm Anna.
I have to be careful, I'm sorry, with casual contact, and I already know who you are.
You do?
Well, I saw you with Dr. Finn in Monaco, just as I saw you a few minutes ago. You're obviously his lover.
So I'm going to leave.
It's pretty obvious you don't want to stay.
You're jumping to conclusions, putting words in my mouth.
Are you telling me that you don't want this to remain our dirty little secret? That this interlude actually meant something to you?
Of course it meant something.
You just don't know what, right?
Why is it so hard for you to understand? I have devoted my entire life to my religion. It's not easy to just throw that away and call it a wash.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. But here's another. You can live honestly, or you can live a lie. Now, Griffin, you can continue to hide behind that collar if you want to. But for what it's worth, you don't have sex like a man with doubts.
I really think you're mistaken.
In characterizing us as lovers, we prefer the term partners.
Oh, how chic.
It's lovely to meet you, Cassandra.
Where are my manners? This is Cassandra's.
Oh, no, that's all right, darling.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm so happy that Finn was able to help you in Monaco.
Oh, yes, it was a fortuitous meeting. I'm sure he's told you all about how he's taken on my case and is going to help me here.
No. Not at all. He hasn't given me any patient information. In fact, Patient confidentiality is of the utmost importance of a doctor of his caliber.
Well, any doctor, really.
You're just being honest, sweetheart. You're actually very lucky to have him.
Yeah, I'm counting on that.
Would you like to join us?
Oh, no, thank you. I just came for a nightcap to help me sleep. I'm trying to acclimate to your time zone. You two continue your evening together. Dr. Finn, I'll see you soon.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Partners?
Just keep smiling. At me.
Diane Miller is on retainer to Sonny Corinthos. What the hell would he want with a media company?
Doesn't matter.
It matters to me if I'm going to sabotage the deal.
Don't do that. Come on. You know deals come and go.
I'm angry at myself for getting your hopes up.
What? You wanted to run a multi-million-dollar conglomerate with me. You had that kind of faith in me. That was the ultimate romantic gesture, and I love you for it.
I should have waited till the ink was dry. I hate that I disappointed you.
You didn't disappoint me. Casa Reeves is a name that goes with anything.
It's a strong and sexy name.
There are other opportunities, and you can accomplish anything you put your mind to.
We'll need to have an ad campaign to rebrand the company, just to make it more like us.
Ad campaign? Rebrand? Listen to you. Who are you? And what have you done with my wife?
What? If you haven't forgotten, I was a host of a talk show, so I know a little bit about communications and media. But you just bought a company. Who are you, and what have you done to my husband?
It's just a different kind of adventure, a step into the unknown that doesn't require us risking our lives or leaving our kids as orphans.
Okay.
I don't know, the opportunity was there, the proper management. This company could be successful. And who knows, we might actually like being publishers.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and if nothing else, at least we can make sure all of our brands report the news honestly, without bias.
And we will definitely be bankrupt within a year.
Possibly. But at least we'll be together.
Well, I had to take care of something. I'm here now. Is Nina free?
Yeah. Yeah, she is. Listen, you know how much my wife depends on you, right?
I do. Excuse me.
Good. Don't let your personal difficulties, whatever they are, affect her or her business.
That's the aim.
Let's make it the reality, okay? Because I warned you once before, specifically about my daughter. Let's make sure it applies to my wife, too.
I would never do anything to hurt Charlotte or Nina. Why is everyone always assuming the worst of me?
I really don't know about everyone else, but I can spot an opportunist when I see one.
The Grants believe that Nell had her sights set on Zachary from the time she came to work for them. Shoot, maybe even before.
Wait, Nell worked for the Grants.
As his mama's assistant. Remind me again, what was Nell's position with your family?
She's my mom's assistant.
To let Sharon Grant tell it, Nell did her research and exploited her mama's upper-class guilt to get the job. Gave her direct access to Zachary.
So am I supposed to think that she's planning to do the same thing to me?
Well, you can't deny that there are parallels.
Look, just the fact that Nell worked for the Grants isn't any evidence of wrongdoing.
No, not by itself, but you couple that with the information that I gathered. Look, Michael, I'm advising you. Take a harder look at this.
So we can actually use Cassandra's mistake to our advantage since we're dating. You know, we can meet in public now.
Okay. What about the rest of Port Charles?
You don't seem like someone who would care what other people think.
No.
Okay. Let's give him something to talk about.
You're good. You're very good at being all things to all people. You're a doting nanny for my daughter. You're a dedicated assistant to my wife. I'm sure you were a charming girlfriend to Michael Corinthos. With me, you're coy, you're unassuming. Unless the situation changes and you turn into something else.
I had no idea you watched me so closely.
I used to do threat analysis. You know what that is? A lot of people think that that's a boring desk job. You know what it really is? It's solving an endless puzzle. It's looking at seemingly innocuous subjects, finding their dirty little secrets, and dismantling their web of lies. I'm very good at spotting a person who's too good to be true, but I'm really good at taking them down. You know what I mean, Jellybean?
Yes, sir.
Good. Because the moment you make a move against my wife, that's when I'm going to intervene.
It's your money, man. I don't want to tell you what you don't want to hear. Just cover my travel, pay for my time, call it even. No harm.
No lies. That's a given. I believe she lies because she's scared and she has no one to trust. I want her to trust me, but I can't help her if I don't know everything.
Even the things that make her look guilty.
All of it.
Hey, did Valentine leave?
Yeah, just a few seconds ago.
Okay.
Dylan called.
Oh, I'll call him back. Here, give this to Valentine. Go get him. He's probably in the bar. He's gonna need that scarf.
I'm on my way.
All right. Well, so when you get back, can you do some research on the sale of Derek Wells Media? I need to know who I'm going to be reporting to.
Hey, what's good in the kitchen?
Best sliders in the city.
It's better than your champagne.
Well, that's the first champagne I've served in about a decade. But I serve sliders every day, so I promise you they're great.
Perfect, can't wait.
Can you French fries, please?
Wedge or shoestring?
Shoestring. Yeah. Ooh, I like your watch.
Yeah, I just got it.
It's unique. Do you mind if I look at it?
No, knock yourself out.
Huxley. Is that a family name?
It's not my family.
Where did you get this watch?
All passengers holding tickets for bus 357, express to Boston, start making your way to platform 5.
Like, I don't want to leave things like this.
What's the alternative? Wait. You don't know. Got it.
Ava,
Go. Just go, Griffin.
you were right about me. I've been strangled by my indecision, but I'm getting closer to clarity.
Glad to be of service.
What happened? It wasn't a mistake, not for me. I hope it wasn't for you.
I'm so pleased you could join me and so quickly. Do you live close by?
Hardly. I live on an island. Ferry access only.
Sounds romantic. Tiresome. Can't be spontaneous if you have to grab a boat every time you want to leave the house.
I manage.
Then again, spontaneity was never your thing. That's why you never got caught. Those robberies of yours were always planned to the last detail.
I didn't expect to see you so quickly. I thought your visit was days away.
Moved up my timeline.
Well, I wish I'd known. I would have arranged a proper welcome.
Now there's still time.
Nell said she couldn't save Zachary after his kayak site.
She tried, but she couldn't reach him. Plus, she was tired and she's not a good swimmer.
Well, the lake's high dolphins disagree. Janelle Benson won a gold medal and set a league record in the 50-meter freestyle.
I did a favor for a guy. It wasn't much of a favor, but he insisted on giving me the watch. He said it was lucky.
Huxley. Do you think it could be Huxley lunch?
Do you recognize this guy?
No. It was somebody else. I'm gonna put your order.
Okay, thank you. I guess that was a stretch. I'm sure there are plenty of Huxleys out there in the world.
Right. In a city this big, what are the chances we'd run into someone we knew?
Bus 909 for Albany, Syracuse, and Port Charles departs for Platform 8 in 10 minutes. All passengers holding tickets for Bus 909, start making your way to Platform 8.
On the next General Hospital.
What are you doing here?
Should we prepare ourselves for World War III?
Why did you lie to the police?
Whatever Franco's hiding, we will get to the bottom of it.
You're under surveillance.
You're gonna make a call for me.